Welcome to Tuesday morning here in southern Indiana. Let me turn around and show you. Here's my yard. It's about 4 inches tall and all this, you can see it. And, I'm kind of mad at Russia. I guess there's some people in Russia that don't like the United States. I didn't get a copyright strike, but I did get a copyright on the music I played in the background. I think that's bad that I'm trying to get a positive where people would like the United States. Not all people hate Russia, but it seems like some people in Russia hate us. And hi, Tomcat. Let me show you Tomcat. See, there's Tomcat. He been living off and on here for about 2 years. There's Captain that looks like Midnight. There's LB. There's Wildcat. There's Lucky and all that. LB is being like a stepmom to these babies. So, I don't know why people in Russia hate us. I don't. I love Russia. And, I'm trying to get people here in the United States to like you all and listen to your music. I know there's a law on copyrights, but after 20 years, there ain't no copyrights, anything over 20 years old. When that girl sings, it's over 20 years old, but I'm not going to challenge it. But people in Russia that hates us and gets me on this copyright when I'm trying to promote you all. And, hi, Joachim. Trying to get where everybody likes everybody, not hate, not war. And I like, that's what I'm about. No hate, no matter what country you're from. I'm sitting outside and I gotta take my son to the doctor sometime after lunch. I took pictures of my 2 Troy belts. And I got somebody looking for some tars. Anybody who went to Charlestown High School 1972 graduate, in case you all might know people who graduate from Charlestown High School in 1972, or maybe know the family. 3 weeks ago, a classmate and a good friend of mine, David Blessed, he lived in Otisco, Indiana. He died. He passed away with heart problems. And I think he worked at Hardy's Lake in Scottsburg, maybe as a guard or something, I don't know. Plus, he was kind of like a reserve deputy on horses, I think, for Scott County. His brother's name is Lee Blessed. if you all know the family. And I didn't know David was ever married or even had kids. And his daughter, I guess, came and got him or something and had him cremated. I don't remember seeing anything in the paper 3 weeks ago on David Blessed. David is probably 70, 71 probably. You know, he used to, man, if you go back to the 60s and 70s, he used to have some good old hot rods, even motorcycles. We all used to drag race together back there then. And that was the good old days. If we done it today, we probably lost our driver's license, end up in jail, and all this. But I want to also make a stress point to your ladies and your people who's getting bullied. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Hi, Captain. And, you know, I don't know why people has to bully or abuse ladies. Like I say, I like Russia. I don't think nothing like it happens in Russia. But why can't you people in Russia? Hi, everybody, welcome. I don't have my reading glasses on because I had to come outside and take a couple pictures of those riding lawnmowers that's broke. One got a blowing engine, and the other Troy built got problems with the mower deck. And also, I got a shut-off valve where the gas goes into the carburetor. If you don't shut that off, gasoline will go into your oil. I got to send that to somebody sometime today. I want to welcome you all, no matter what state or country you are from. And I try to get along with everybody. That seems like some people in Russia don't like Americans. You know, I think Putin is a good person in Russia. But when I'm trying to help you all like us, don't judge a book by its cover. Not all people hate you all. And I'm trying to get people to watch your videos. And I don't know why you have to do that to me. But I want to thank you all that has subscribed, give me the thumbs up, and being real nice. We a YouTube family. No matter where we live, we a YouTube family. We love each other. We help each other. And I try to help people out. And it's hard when you all hate American people. we all, no matter what color your skin is, or what race you are, this and that, we have one thing in common. We all got red blood. You know, there's people that hates us because of our color of the skin. God made us in His image, no matter what race you are. God made us in His image. Captain, come on, Captain. Well, I'm sitting out here. I brought a little cat food. One tomcat showed up. He's probably over a year old. I'm going to show you Snowball. There's Snowball. I don't think he likes to be on camera. There's Kelly. Yeah, there's Kelly. There's Lucky, that LB taking care of him. That's her aunt. Now I'm going to try to get out of my chair. I think we have to go to the doctor around 3 o'clock. You know, my son writes out in military time, but I know it's 1 something, but he didn't make it that good. Let's show you my porch. Here's my porch. You know, there's the steps. I gotta clean it before wintertime gets here. Hi, Boots. Hi, Boots. Oh. Oh.
For a Medicare Advantage chronic condition special needs plan. You don't get a plan with additional benefits automatically. Call today to
I gotta hit my mute on the TV before I get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble. But how come some people had music in their background and they don't get copyrighted? Okay, hold on, people. You said 1,500 hours?
I'm gonna be there
3 o'clock?
around 3:30. That's not giving me enough loving. Kathy loves sinking my room for some odd reason.
Yeah. Well, that's hot right here.
CNC 8522.
8522.
You're hot right in here.
Just moved, driver refused to make contact, 10-8, 28 out of Illinois in a second.
You freeze, I cook.
Clear. No, for you now.
28 out of Illinois in a second.
Go ahead.
895 473.
I had to rub
Clear.
some pain medicine cream on my son's back. You know. Let me see, since I got them. Hi, Jace. Hi, Lean Play M2. you know, I don't know, since some of you might be new, I'm 70 plus years old. 4 heart attacks, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, arthritis, and back problems. I live on a fixed income around $900. And since some of you just watch my other videos, you see what I'm about, what I need, and stuff like this, if you can help. I've asked you people in Russia, I like to have something from your country if it's legal to send to the United States, like flags from Russia, you know, something about Russia. Because I remember when I was in school, we learned about Russia, Canada, UK, all these other countries, Mexico, you know, but I don't think they teach it in school anymore. And when I was in elementary school, I know you heard of PBS TV station, Public Service Broadcast, Public Broadcast Service, which is owned by the government. And we had an old black and white TV up on a stand. And that's how we learned a little Spanish back in the 50s and 60s. And you had math. And I don't know what else we had that we was watching. You know, this is back in the olden days. And that was the good old days. You take $50 to the grocery store back there then, you either need a pickup truck, a SUV, or a heck of a big trunk to put $50 of groceries in. Gasoline was probably 15 to 25 cents a gallon when I started driving. Now look, $50 of groceries today is probably 1 or 2 bags. And is that inflation? I don't think so. It's plus people money hungry. You know, people, I wish I had money. I'd be better off. And I would have a new riding lawnmower. And I've looked at all of them. Country Clippers, Hustler. Country Clippers, there's a dealer up in Scottsburg, Indiana. He goes by Lawnmower Man. I would love to have a new one. I know some of you say go to Facebook Marketplace. People are just like a car or a truck or a van, as is. No warranty. That's how come I want a new lawnmower, because it'd be under warranty. That's what I'm looking for, but I don't have 2,000 to 15,000, you know, in that ballpark. I wish somebody like Troy built a Kubota tractor that would, you know, donate me one, and I could do videos on it and help them sell it. But I just don't have the subscribers and the watch hours, or anything like that to help out. You people got your YouTube channel. You got good content. But What somebody my age of 70 going to do? We can't get out like you younger people and to bring you the content you want. And you know, that's what I like to do, but I just can't do it. Oh, I forgot, I'm single too. And also I forgot this. I usually don't do a video this time of day, and I want to wish everybody a happy birthday. Don't forget about people's birthday. Happy anniversary if you got a birthday today or got married on today's date. Hello, Sherm. Good morning to you, my friend. What, Wildcat? Sherm, you know, I played a little music the other night in the background. You know, Russia. Guess what? I got copyrighted, but not a strike. I'm still believe in Russia, people. But there's people in Russia that hates the United States. Don't take it out on me when I'm trying to get people to love you all, people in Russia, to help you out. With President Putin, like what you doing when I'm trying to promote Russia to the people here in the United States, I've never met Putin. But I think he's a great man for your people in Russia. And I don't know why some people in Russia hates us. I'm going to make this a short video because I got to rest up because we got to make a trip to New Albany, I don't know, around 3 o'clock, something like that. Take my son over to the doctor. And then we have to go Friday. He has to go to another doctor. But my doctor's usually every 6 months, or 3 to 6 months when I go. I got to go to my heart doctor, I think sometime in August. And you all saw how my grass look. It's about 4 inches tall. I don't do like HOA, take a tape measure or a yardstick to measure your grass, but it's tall and it's wet, you know, with the dew. And I love you all. I don't care what you done. I don't care what law you break. Just be yourself. Try to change. Help other people out. You younger people, you know old people like me. Maybe your neighbors. Check on them. See if they need anything. If they can't get out and cut grass, go over and cut the grass. You know, I know you all want to make money, but God will reward you taking care of us old people. See if there's anything that... Hello, Lewis. Hello, my friend. Welcome. Also, people, let you know where I'm at. I'm in Indiana, the USA. I'm about 26, 27 miles north of Louisville, Kentucky, if you follow I-65 from Louisville. And I appreciate you all giving me the thumbs up, subscribing, and help. Okay, if I'm right, Kenya is in Africa, I think. You know, I'm not too good on history anymore at my old age of 70 plus. Africa is a nice country. I do watch some videos from Africa. And I do watch videos of women you all have in Africa. And, you know, don't hate everybody. Don't judge a book by its cover, as they always say. And I don't judge you all by the book. I judge you on how nice you are and polite and how you help people. You don't judge people. Because it's not up to me to judge you all. It's up to the guy upstairs. You know, it's up to him. He's the judge, the jury, the prosecutor, and defense attorney. You know, it's up to God to judge us, not a court, this and that. And some of you all that might be Indians, it's true. Good will help, 100%. Thank you, Lewis. You believe a little bit like me. Good will help out. I know you mean God. I knew. There's people out there that don't believe in God. There's some people that can't make it to church. Well, if you can't make it to church, people, before they had TVs, this and that, you used to listen to church on the radio. Or you can watch church on TV or YouTube videos. That's why on Sundays, I stream Bob Joyce of Benton, Arkansas. I like him. There's some preachers that don't like Bob Joyce. That's okay. That's their opinion. But
Would you show my son the 54
Amar.
Drive, Madison,
Hi.
unit removal?
I'm going to say by your name, I'm going to say, Admar, that you from Russia. The name I'm thinking is Russian. You know, I like Russia. If you saw the last two videos, I play some music in the background, trying to get people to love your country, not to hate you all people in Russia. Like that song what's that? K-A-T, I get K-A-T-Y-U-S-H-A song. I love that song. But in those last two videos, I got copyright. I didn't get the copyright strike. Thank God I didn't get it. But I guess they don't like, maybe those people don't like USA. There's people here in the USA that don't like Russia. We're not supposed to hate. God does not want us to hate. No matter where you are on this planet, God doesn't want you all to hate. He wants you to be nice and polite. But I can see your point. I don't know the whole story in Russia. I don't know what you all go through in Russia. I see these 3 or 4 girls, I believe maybe farm girls. You know, their dress is not like the other Russians I've seen in videos. Maybe that's the low-income people like we have here in the United States. I seen these girls, one of them was pushing an old metal wood barrel, playing, I'm going to call it a guitar, but it's not a guitar. I forget what you people call them in Russia. And they had wood, and they was pushing the wheelbarrow, throwing the wood into a shed. Also, what I like about Russia, which we don't do it here in the United States, I don't know why we don't do it. But in Russia, I've seen videos where your government coming down through there with your army equipment showing the people. Here in the United States, they don't do that unless some people buy used army equipment and use it in parades. And I think that's pretty nice of your people in Russia. I'm glad your people in Russia got women serving the armed forces. And also what I like, some of those women look like old girlfriends or late girlfriends that passed away. Everybody has a twin. Like me, I know I got twins. I feel sorry for them. But everybody has a twin on this planet. Does that mean your dad and mom fool around? No, everybody has a twin. Just remember it. Everybody has a twin on this planet. Well, I want to tell you people in Russia, I love you all. I love all your people, just like God. But I'm trying to promote you all to the people here in the United States, and you get me for copyright on the music. I don't show the video. I let people listen to teach them about your country. And here you do that. I'm not mad at you, because you don't like the people here in the United. Hello, Michael. Yeah, Tom Hanks. I like Tom Hanks. Tom Brady. Where did I know that name from? That rings a bell from somewhere. Oh, Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah. And there's a whole lot of Smokey the Bear that loves Dunkin' Donuts. That's how come we got fat cops out there. They love Dunkin' Donuts. They put on weight. Man, if they chase you, those fat ones chase you, they can have a heart attack. If they die, they charge you murder or manslaughter because they chase you. If they did chase you, they wouldn't die. But man, you got... I eat donuts maybe once a week. And people, my dad, probably your dad done the same thing. You get like cinnamon rolls, like, I don't know who makes them, I better not say. You peel the paper off of it, you pop it, put it on a cookie sheet, put it in your oven. Then you put that icing on it. My dad always done it every Sunday before we went to church. And, I try to do the same things my dad done. I miss my dad, I miss my mom, just like you all. You miss your loved ones. And I want to tell you something, people. When you make a will out, don't leave your family. I wish I had a Bible. When I bought this house and all this, my brother kept some of my crap. And I lost my Bible, even the one I got. Well, that's true. That's true. That's true. You're right. You're right. I've seen people that have stuff like that on their cell phone. It's true. It's nice to have one around. But maybe one day I get me another Bible. But when you living on a fixed income, you know, Social Security or retirement, it's hard for us old people to survive on a budget. And I'm going to tell you, I get around maybe $900. That's in the ballpark. Out of that, I got a house payment. Thank you, Michael. I make a house payment. I pay car insurance, cell phone insurance, utility bills. I buy cat food, about 100 pounds a month in dry cat food. And you add, say, I like eggs. I like eggs and spam. Right? It's not too bad. Beans. I don't eat green beans. Back when I was younger, I forget what year, maybe 70s, 80s, there was a diet that people was talking about. So if you eat green beans, you lose weight. I got to the point, I hate green beans, but I can go out and eat hamburgers or Subway. I had a Subway last night. Like, I guess you call it the Boss. Got me a foot-long Boss. Came home, ate one half of it, and ate the other half later on last night. I usually go to Subway once a year, because I get this, yeah, I tell you, Michael, I weighed a couple of years ago around 240 to 260. I had this diabetes doctor, which you're right there too. You're welcome to come to my channel anytime, subscribe. I usually get on here at night. You know, 9 or 10 o'clock at night. When I went to this, diet is tough. But I went, this one doctor, I forget the legal term of it. She was a diabetic doctor that took care of people who have diabetes. She got me on what they call Ozempic, which there's chubby people that's using that to lose weight. But Ozempic to me is a matter of life or death. Fat people really don't need it. Sometimes I have problems getting my Ozempic because there's not enough. But to me, it's a matter of life or death. I take probably 10 pills a day. And it's hard. It's hard. You gotta watch what you eat. And people, you country people know where I'm going with this. You country people has chickens and roosters. And you know what you feed your chickens. Them eggs you get in the grocery store, you don't know what they feeding those chickens to produce their eggs. The next time you all out in a pet store or a farm store, look at that chicken food. See what's in it. About 50% of your chicken feed got medicine in it, which we can't have or we allergic to it. It's best for your people to have your own chickens. I tell some of you people that you might not know that chickens and roosters love watermelon, cantaloupe, fruit, grapes, tomatoes. You know what you feeding your chickens. Where you live, if you know somebody that sells eggs, you find the difference out between homegrown eggs and what you buy in the grocery store. But if you live in a city or a town, check the laws in your city or town on chickens and roosters. If it's okay for you to have chickens, I would get you a good chicken coop with heavy-duty wire where the raccoons can't get into. Roosters, they don't allow roosters because some cities and towns got what they call a noise ordinance. But I miss my rooster. Every morning at 5 o'clock, he crows. If I was to go bye-bye in my car, he would crow like, "Bye, Daddy, I see you when you get back." Yeah, it is funny, but that's how Harry was. He was a good rooster until the raccoon killed him, but he put up one heck of a fight. And he was a good rooster. When we came back home, Harry would go, like, "Welcome back, Daddy." You know. But it was nice. He was a nice rooster. You know, he was kind of wild. Somebody dropped him out on the county road. There was 3 of them. I think there was 3 of them. I fed them every day. And I had a cat. I called him Rooster. And you said, that's true. Everybody should have chickens. They do eat bugs. And I was surprised what my chickens did. You know, I had 5 hens and 1 rooster. He was happy. He said, I had 5 wives and taking care of all of them. Us humans, we only have 1 wife. It's heck to take care of 1, but look at animals. You know, I was watching the video on foxes. If the mate would say a female die, the male fox, he'd be lonely. He don't choose another mate. You're right. That's where my chickens came. My chickens came from Tractor Supply. One of my neighbors bought them. I should have showed you my hen house. I use that cheap old wire. That was a mistake. But when you live on a fixed income, you use what you have around the house. I made them out of 2x4s, this and that. But you all see these big metal you all seen these dog cages, how thick the cages are. You need heavy duty wire like that where the raccoons can't rip it. I had that thin wire that's kind of round. Raccoons just take their claws and tear it and get to them. I love fresh eggs, people. Maybe your grandpa, if they're still alive, and grandma, or great-grandpa, great-grandma, always had a garden. They canned their food. If nobody knows how to can food, there's YouTube videos that you can look to learn how to can your food out of your garden. You can can beets, tomatoes, corn, green beans, sweet potatoes, all kinds of things you can can. Because you all know what you put in it. When you go to the grocery store, you don't know what's in that food that's canned or anything like that. You're hunters. When you go out hunting for deer or whatever you go out hunting for, you know what you feed them. You know how you dress them out. You know it's better for your family. And I'm a fried chicken man. I tell you a story about my grandpa. We always went to Grandpa's house in Orleans, Indiana. And Grandma and Grandpa knew how I loved fried chicken. My grandpa was a hunter. He'd go out and kill squirrels and a few birds. And man, eating those chicken legs, I said, Grandpa, this is a small chicken leg. So it was a small chicken. Found out later it was a squirrel. But if you know how to cook, people, and you can really cook, you can't tell the difference. I've have ate deer hamburgers. I have ate raccoon burgers. If you know how to cook, you can't tell the difference. When I was young, I used to eat raccoon hamburgers. You know, stuff like that. I didn't know the difference. Or deer hamburgers. If you know how to cook, you know it tastes like hamburger. And like I say, I got to make a trip later on today, take my son to the doctor. I got to stop at a library and make a copy. And from there, go to the doctor in New Albany. And, but then I get back home, then I got to let person know I'm back home because I'm looking for 2 tires for my Toyota Camry. P205 60R 16, I think. I need 2 tires to put on the front end. I'm running a donut tire on my car. I don't have the money to buy tires. Also, people, when you put new tires on your car or truck or van, whatever you're driving, you have to have the front end online. That's one thing I need. I need my front end online. Last time I had a front end online was about $25. I think now it's probably $100. I don't have in my budget. It's hard for me to live on $900 a month. It's hard. That's how come I need to get my watch hours up. I need to get my subscribers up. Some of you ask me, say, are you going to have memberships? I promise you right now, no memberships when I get certified by YouTube. That money that I would get from YouTube will help me on my house, my car, my lawnmower, house repairs, and computer, yeah, and like this. That's what I want to use any money I would get from YouTube. But I just don't have the watch hours. You know, 1,000 subscribers, you need 4,000 watch hours. 500 subscribers, I need 2,000 watch hours, the way YouTube has explained it to me. Because my computer up here don't do that good up here. And that's what I would do with any money I would make from YouTube. You know, I like to paint some more rooms. I would like make sure my cat's got plenty of cat food. I like to put a new roof on my house. I've seen metal roofs, people. I like to get a metal roof that looks like shingles. I think those is beautiful, but I don't have the money. And another thing I like to do is put some solar panels and put everything back into the grid, you know, help lower my electric bill. Because I got what you call a heat pump. It's different from gas or LP. You don't smell them fumes. It makes you sick. A heat pump, if you get a good heat pump and your house is well insulated and you got the double pane windows, and your electric bill should drop, you know.
135.
Like in the wintertime, I keep my electric bill about 68 degrees in the wintertime. I just can't breathe when it's hot. Just like summertime. When I go outside, I can't hardly breathe. And I have to cut my grass with a push mower right now because I don't have the money to get me a new rider. He said, well, go to Facebook Marketplace. Here's the catch, people, when you buy used stuff, unless you're a mechanic on lawnmowers, you're going to get take care of. You don't know how good it is. By buying a new lawnmower, you have a warranty, and a warranty will cover it. That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking for a new lawnmower with a warranty. My neighbor, Kenny, who lost his father, it'd be 3 weeks this Saturday, he got a new Cub Cadet what is it, LT1? I don't mind getting something like that.
47 Lakeside Drive.
Or a Hustler Zero Turn with the roll bars. The way it was explained to me, them roll bars is commercial type lawnmower. It, if you get too close to a ditch like I got, or a creek, if you fall over, you won't get killed or broken bones. That's one thing I'm looking at. And you look at my other videos, not Prison Live Studio, look at the ones that I use StreamYard. And you see my post office box, my PayPal account, and my Cash App. I'm not going to put it on here because you all get mad. I've seen a whole lot of people helping people out, like Lisa Richard, who's a drug addict, always begging for money. She buyed drugs. She lost her kids. She lost her place where she was sleeping. And if you know anything about Florida, especially Otter's Creek, you got Turtle Lady. And people sends her money all the time. She's in lawsuits out her rear end. And she tied up in federal court. And she asked for money to pay to have a lawyer in federal court. You know what she did with that $6,000? She used that to file bankruptcy. See, there's people out there that take advantage, and, I'm not that way. I know you heard it before. I showed you my 2 riders, it's broke down. I showed you my push mower. I showed you my weed eater. It's a steel weeder FS91. I call it the motorcycle grip, but I think they call it the bicycles handlebars with the strap. That I can put the strap on, and I'm not really holding it, but I'm not even supposed to weed eat. But I'm going to get off of here. Since school begins next month in some area, watch out for school buses. Don't bully anyone, people. Don't abuse ladies. People who gets bullied and gets abused, don't do that. It's wrong. It's illegal. I know some states got laws on being bullied. I will, Michael. You take it easy. You and your family have a great day. You all have a great day. Put your faith in God. I know some of you are saying prayers that it takes God a long time. Him and Jesus are only 2 people. Look how many billions of people we have on this planet. He tries to answer all your prayers. But we got billions and billions and billions of people on this planet. It's going to take a while. Don't give up. Help your neighbors. Report if you see any abuse going on. No matter, it's a bully picking on a kid at school, tell someone. Report it. And some of you people, it's smart. They got camera glasses. They got video and audio that you can record people who's abusing you. Tell your parents or your guardian if you're getting abused of any kind. And also, every state and some cities got people who teach karate and judo that offers classes to abused ladies and people who's getting bullied. Check into that, but make sure you document you're getting bullied or getting abused. Talk to people. I don't like anybody who abuse or bully somebody. I got a couple of people on here who has been bullied. No matter if it's a child or a teenager or adults, everybody gets bullied, no matter what your age are. Report it. Document it. Have the paperwork. Get protective orders. I've always tell you people that you can add 500 feet or 500 yards. I know this lady, I don't know her personally, lives in Charlestown, Indiana, who's getting abused by her ex. She got a protective order against her ex. She lives on Main Street in Charlestown. She reported to the Charlestown Police Department. That's what I tried to do. I try to help people out, but when you're on income like me, I can't do it. Just like when I go to the Rock or the other place to get food, the Rock you can only go once a month. The other place you can go maybe twice a month, but you don't get that much food at the other place. But the Rock, you can get quite a bit of food. You have to get to them places about 6 o'clock in the morning where you can really get in line early. I know some people ask me, what would I do if I was a millionaire or a billionaire? One thing, I would help out St. Jude's. That's one thing. Number 2, Wounded Warriors and the Shriners to help people out. Maybe help people, it's low on income, maybe pay their... My phone kicked in. That's what I would do. I know there's people out there that take advantage of people. That's how come I'm showing you my life, that I'm not lying. I showed you those 2 Troy-built riders that's down. I showed you my push mower. I showed a video of me pushing my mower. I got an acre of ground I have to cut. A push mower, I only cut 10 minutes and I stop. Then the next day I cut 10 minutes, I stop. But you people know people who had heart attacks and strokes, or maybe you work in the medical field. You know, things you are not supposed to do. So I want to thank you all. Help the neighbors. If you see the abuse going on, you see it, you hear it, you report. Videotape it. It could be your sister, your aunt, your girlfriend is getting abused by somebody, or your grandkids getting bullied. Report it. And also on protective orders, look in your state law. You know where to go for your state law on protective orders. And if the person you put in protective order don't live on your public street, he or they don't have no right to keep driving by, parked a block away. You know, but I want you people, protect yourself. Record your videos. Some of you seen videos where people using dash cams of car wrecks. It protects them. You know, protect yourself. Record when you're out. You can get little body cameras when you can buy online, just like police. It has video and audio. Record when you're out. Protect yourself. And you all got to be careful. You might say, hi, good-looking young lady. That might be considered sexual harassment. You can get in trouble. You got to be careful what you say to people nowadays. So I want you to protect yourself. I want to say hi to the people in Russia. I'm trying to promote Russia or any other country to love your country, not to hate your country. Because God don't want anybody to hate. But there's a few people in Russia, since I shared some music, hates me because I'm a USA person. That's wrong to hate. Putin don't want you to hate us. There's some people in all countries that don't like other people. God does not want you to hate. So it's time to get off of here where I can watch a little TV. I fed all the cats, gave them the milk, fill up the water bowls. So I love you all. Will I be back on here tonight? I don't know. I got a whole lot of things I got to do today. So I love you all. God bless you. I'll catch you later. Peace.